leads me to our featured story of the night. And what is that sticky situation? Who will be cast as Superman? That is the sticky situation, because if you cast the wrong person, the fans will go freaking nuts, because we know how this town works with these castings. And a lot of times there's fan castings, and that's why James Gunn's been very quiet about it. Well, now, across the board, news is coming out who potentially is going to be our Superman and our Lois Lane. Now, there's a couple people still down to the wire. They're saying they're sending in final tapes over Memorial Day weekend, and then they're supposed to make a final decision early June, probably right in time for Comic-Con. I'm guessing that's when he'll actually announce it. I can't imagine James Gunn doing an announcement via Twitter or something like that, because if you got a big event like Comic-Con coming up, that's the time when you tell people about Superman. But anyway, so James Gunn said he's relieved about this because they have some great people that are up for it. And he says that he wants Superman to be someone that you want to give a hug to. That's what he's saying. You see him and you want to give him a hug. He wants him to be wholesome, all-American. He wants to go with an American actor, apparently. That's been something they've been talking about. Some of these people up for the running are not American, but that's why they're saying that David Korsnet is the main person that'll probably get it, because he is American. He's wanted to play it for a while. He's 29 years old. He starred in the movie Pearl. He's also been in The Politician and Look Both Ways. And if you see some of the fan art, which we'll show you tonight, it kind of makes sense to me. He seems like he makes a pretty good Superman. Tom Brittney's also up for it, 32, British actor. He was played Reverend Will Davenport in ITV's Gretchen Chester. I probably just butchered that, everybody, but that's what he's known for. Andrew Richardson, also from The Independent and Vice and Killer Among Us, which I don't really know who these people are that much. And then Jacob Eldori from Euphoria apparently was up for it. Well, they were saying, but now they're saying going back that he actually didn't send a tape in. But these are our main people right now that are up for Superman. And I think David is the person. I think so. We'll see. Now comes Lois Lane. The main person up for it is Miss Maisel herself, Rachel Brosnahan. Apparently, she's the main person up for this. She said it would be extraordinary on The View recently, saying if she got this. She also said, don't, listen online, but you could tell there was something going on behind her voice. Emma Mackey's also up from Barbie, Death in the Nile, Sex Education. She's 27 years old. Phoebe Dynevor is up. She's also from Bridgerton. She's 28. And then Samara Weaving's also up for it, they're saying, who's 31, from Babylon, Bill and Ted, Hollywood, Ready or Not. She's done a lot. So, but it sounds like Rachel and David are the main people. We'll see. They're also saying Nicholas Hoult is up for Lex Luthor, which could be pretty cool. Very interesting. And James Gunn was actually saying that Lex Luthor is going to be more of the Apex Luthor, they're saying. And the Apex Luthor being the one that can actually fight Superman, actually has strength beyond just being a human. So that when Superman and him actually get face to face, it'll be stronger, tougher to beat Lex Luthor. So that's kind of cool. So that's kind of the casting news going on. This is coming out July. I think it's coming out in 2024, July 11th, 2024. It's going to start shooting early January. So that's why they have to start announcing these cast members. And to me, we've all seen the pictures. I've sent them out to everybody. I think it makes sense, right? Sean, what do you think? Do you think that any of these people are really going to be meant to play Superman and Lois? What are your favorites? And do you think it makes sense, or are they way off?
I don't think they're way off. I think when you look at historically how Superman and Lois Lane have been casted, it's always somebody that is kind of known but not super well known. This is like an opportunity for them to kind of reinvent themselves, or at least come out and become a bigger star. I think it's going to be really tough for me to accept anyone that's not up to the stature of Henry Cavill. I think he did a fantastic job with Superman. Couldn't give two shits about who they have playing Lois Lane, because I think they always really play her the same way.
Anyone will be better than Amy Adams.
There you go. You got that. I would agree with that. But again, I think these names are just conjecture at this point. I think the way that James Gunn is going to announce this and how he's going to bring about it is going to follow the tradition of how Superman is, kind of casted. So I'm excited to see who it is. I don't think it's any of these names yet. I just don't think we're there yet.
I feel like, and this is David up the screen right now, I feel like I see what people are saying, Sean, that it would be him. Also, he has been told he looks like Henry Cavill apparently for a long time. And he said he always tried to shy away from that, but he also said that he was hoping the next iteration of Superman would be like a ray of light, and he would like to play that character. So he's a big Superman fan too. So that's also why fans are kind of going nuts, being like, maybe he'd be the guy.
Throw 100
that's the hard part about
muscle on him. It'll look a lot more like Henry Cavill even.
Yeah.
That's the
And
hard
that's what
thing
happened.
about casting characters that you've known and grown up with and had for generations. It has to be nailed. It has to be. There's so much pressure on the actors that handle these characters to do it well and do it with reverence that these characters deserve. And yeah, it can be really tough. I still want to see Nicolas Cage get his shot. You know, like why the hell not?
Well,
Uh-oh.
you might actually very soon see him get his shot, Sean. I don't want to say anything because I heard this actually online where he spoiled something for me. But
What?
very soon, very, very soon, everybody, you will see Nick Cage wearing that Superman costume. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Within
No,
within this year.
That.
Within
that is
this
super
year.
rude.
Within this year.
What is the context for something
now,
like that?
If anybody wants me to spoil it, I will, but I'm gonna put it out to the group here first. So anybody want to see it? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Oh no, Sabrina. Uh-oh.
You gotta know? Sean, I'm leaving it up to you, buddy.
It's up to Sean.
No, I don't want to know.
He's saying no. He's saying no.
I don't want to know. I
He's
don't
saying
want to
no.
know.
For Superman,
and you're just gonna side with John, Mike? That's bullshit. You don't have an opinion.
Of course, he has an opinion. There's just as good as mine, though.
His opinion is whatever you think. Apparently,
I'm too excited to make a choice, Sabrina.
Well, Jim's down to, so I guess I'm outnumbered.
All right. Thank you, GR. Thank you, GR.
I was gonna say,
what world?
Hey,
get me! Get me! I'm ready. I'm ready, everybody.
Why the hell not? Who would love
Superman
a good
vibe.
Brian Cruz just going out there fighting for truth, justice, the American way?
I see it.
And you definitely want to give him a hug.
Like one of your curls, like down in front, is the only thing.
Little,
send me the audition tape right now. Let's go.
There you go.
Is that how it works? They send you the audition.
Yeah. They send you a VHS to record over. Yeah.
Send me it. I'll put it into my VCR. I'll hook up my camera with the long cord, and I'll record that shit. I'll put the pack over my shoulder, and I'll go record it right now. Let's do it.
You're gonna tie a sheet around your neck.
There you go.
Okay. That's all you need to do. All you need to do.
Sabrina, what do you think about these casting notifications? Do you think that we're on with all these people, or do you think that none of these actually match Superman and Lois Lane?
I mean, honestly, like with movie magic, you could make people match way more than you would think, you know? And like looking at these people at first glance, like they all kind of have a slight resemblance to Superman. On the women's side, you know, two of the girls are blonde. And, you know, two of them are brunette. So obviously everyone's picture of Lois Lane growing up is a brunette. So like, you know, that would make me lean in that direction. But how many times has any female actress dyed their hair? So I don't really think like, you know, a snap judgment on base of off these pictures of what these people normally look like is really a thing, because they can make anyone look like anyone. Like that's the beauty of the hair and makeup and costume department. They really do a great job. And you know, I feel like, I don't know why with Amy Adams, they were like, let's just have a redhead, which I thought was super weird. And I don't know, it's just a weird dynamic between those two, and I didn't love it. So I really hope they do nail it in this one, because they do have a really wonderful relationship, Lois Lane and Clark Kent, and also Superman. So I hope that they do it more justice than I feel like it was done previously. I agree with Sean 100% that this is really all conjecture at this point. And, you know, people are just kind of taking things and running with them. So I don't really know. I don't really know where to place my judgment here. Like, I don't know that I would be happy or disappointed if any of these people were chosen, you know? I'm going to wait and see. I'm not going to speculate.
And GR, I can put some muscle on tomorrow with that DC steroids. Let's do it right now. Let's go.
I like it. Now I'm Lois Lane. We're in. Thank you, GR.
You would make a terrific Lois Lane, Sabrina. You'd be.
I agree.
Sean,
I agree.
Sean is talking about like they've all got that same flavor. Like I think this casting, like she looks exactly like when I think, even if before I knew this actress, when I closed my eyes and thought about Lois Lane, her is what I thought of. You, on the other hand, could bring some flavor to the role, and I think they should really consider seriously bringing you on board the project.
Mike, I got it though. You and I play Lex Luthor together.
Oh, I like that.
But it's just the two of us standing side by side, shouting the lines. And like, I think that's.
I'm envisioning more of a Krang situation, Sean, where
sure.
I'm the big android and you're present, like. Inside my body.
Well,
why
one
not?
of you could be Lex Luthor and one of you can be the Apex Lex Luthor. How about that? We just split the time.
it's Pokemon evolution. Why not? Yeah.
Can I ask because it got mentioned organically? Sean, as someone who has a little bit more familiarity with the comic books, we've seen Soup go up against Lex Luthor, like actually head to head, like 100 times in a million different variations, right? Like, but we haven't seen that displayed on the cinematic silver screen. You think there's some potential there? Does that excite you?
I think it does, because I think that's the whole problem in all the Superman movies is there's no one that can ever go toe to toe with him, and they solved that in Man of Steel very well with General Zod. It's just the people were so surprised that he killed him.
Yeah.
I think yes, you give a character like Lex Luthor the powers of Superman. You give him the ability to go toe to toe against this arch nemesis. Like, yes, that's a fight you want to see. That's like, there's just so much kind of built onto that it works. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Hopefully we do see an Apex Lex. I'm all for that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what James Gunn's saying. Apex Lex is coming. And also he was saying that he may have beaten a lot of Lex Luthors from different multiverse dimensions. So apparently it might tie that in. Like he's like the strongest Lex Luthor out there to fight Superman.
Jet Li the One situation.
Yeah, maybe.
And
it could be good.
No one else remembers that movie. That's great.
I remember.
Mike,
Okay,
so you're sold on these people, Mike? You think that Rachel and you think David are the ones, or do you think anybody else might fall in there?
The main points I wanted to mention, I just hit with Sean and Sabrina making a perfect Lois Lane too. That was the only thing I wanted to say. Other than that, Henry Cavill's a tough act to follow, man. Like he looks just right. If I had any other thoughts to say, I'm looking at who will play DCU's Superman. It's a bunch of white guys, man. Give me a damn black dude. Give me a South Asian bro. Give me a Native American gentleman. I've had enough. Like, this is America. America is everybody. Let's represent everybody. We've had 97 different white ass Supermans. Do all the Supermans have to be that cornbread? I say no.
Well, they are in Kansas.
He is from Kansas. Yeah.
But also, he's also an alien, so all aliens are white, apparently.
All aliens are white. Okay. Yeah, point made. All aliens are white. So.
But they were actually talking about doing a spin-off with a black, Superman. That was the thing that was going.
If Idris Elba was 12, 15 years younger, I'd say get that dude in the suit.
That fool would be Superman. He would be James Bond. He would be everybody. He'd be a Ninja Turtle. He'd be everything. That's all I'm saying, He'd be working even more than he is.
That's it. All he needs to be is Luthor.
Yeah, I'd be great. He'd be great.
You'd be a good Luthor.
And Nicholas Holt, apparently they're saying
for Kang. Sorry, I don't mean.
Idris Elba would be a great Kang. Let's go into the Marvel. Yes,
we were pitching Denzel Washington, but now that you've mentioned Idris Elba, I think I want to change my vote. Just saying. Sorry for the sidebar.
I'm still on Denzel's train.
I like Denzel a lot too.
I like Denzel too, but I feel like Idris Elba could nail it too. I'm just saying.
GR, the Jabba the Hutt, the only non-white alien.
Touche.
It's true. That's fact. That's totally fact. But yeah, Superman Legacy is coming, everybody. The announcement's coming very soon for the actual cast. This is from the Hollywood Reporter and Deadline, and insiders are saying that it's coming down to pretty much Rachel and David are the higher ones. Of course, everyone else is still on that list. James Gunn is still reviewing tapes. He's still going through it. He has not made an official announcement. They're doing one more rounds of final auditions coming in. We'll see. I wish they would have done an open call. Again, come on, open call. Or maybe just let people send tapes in. That would have been fun.
But you know what? On that Marvel juice. Get some protein in your bones, right?
I know, right?
I can't even imagine that, Brian.
Yeah, well, maybe one day. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't know if that's gonna happen. But Superman Legacy, it's coming, everybody. It's gonna be great, I think. Hopefully, James Gunn's fun director, so hopefully he brings that energy to this and brings Superman back to being that ray of light that's hopes and dreams for all of us, because he's supposed to be hope